90% of motorcycles never make it past 60,000 miles. Not because they are poorly built, not because they are ridden hard, because their owners followed the maintenance advice the manufacturer printed in the owner's manual. That advice was written by a legal department, not an engineer. It was designed to protect the warranty window, not the engine. Today I'm going to show you exactly what kills most motorcycles before their time and how to make yours last 300,000 miles. The manufacturer's service interval is not a recommendation for engine longevity. It is a calculation. How infrequently can we tell owners to service their bikes while keeping failures outside the warranty window? Those are two completely different questions. The answer to the first one keeps your dealer's service department profitable. The answer to the second one keeps your engine alive. Most riders never learn the difference. They follow the manual. They service at the intervals printed on the sticker inside the fairing. And at 40,000 or 50,000 miles, they start experiencing the failures that the manufacturer's engineers already modeled in pre-production testing. Cam chain noise, compression loss, oil consumption that was not there at 20,000 miles. These are not random failures. They are the predictable output of maintenance advice that was never designed to prevent them. Here is the reality that separates the motorcycles that die at 50,000 miles from the ones still running cleanly at 300,000. It is not the brand. It is not the engine configuration. It is a small number of habits applied consistently from the first mile. Every single one of them is simpler and cheaper than the repair it prevents. The first and most important reason motorcycles die before their time has nothing to do with mechanical wear. It has everything to do with what is circulating through the engine right now. Motorcycle engines do not wear out because they get old. They wear out because degraded oil stops protecting metal before the next service interval arrives. A motorcycle engine runs at significantly higher sustained RPM than a car engine. The thermal and mechanical stress on the oil is proportionally greater. What is still adequate in a car engine at 7,500 miles is already compromised in a motorcycle engine at 4,000 miles. Independent studies confirm that extended oil intervals increase internal wear by up to 40%, particularly in bikes that sit in traffic, operate in hot climates, or take frequent short trips that never fully heat the oil to operating temperature. The rule that keeps engines alive is simple. Fresh oil every 3,000 miles, regardless of what the dashboard oil life monitor tells you. Hot climate riders go slightly thicker within the manufacturer's approved viscosity range. Cold climate riders go slightly thinner for faster cold start circulation. Replace the filter every single change. There is no point running clean oil through a filter saturated with everything the last change removed. This single habit is the most effective barrier against cam chain wear, bearing scoring, and sludge formation that exists. It costs $40 in an hour. The cam chain tensioner replacement it prevents costs $600. Clean oil protects the engine from the inside. But there is a failure mode building silently inside your cooling system right now that no oil change will prevent. Coolant does not last forever. It slowly turns acidic, loses its corrosion inhibitors, and begins attacking aluminum components from the inside out on a timeline most riders never track because nothing visible tells them it is happening. Research confirms that neglected coolant increases the risk of head gasket failure by nearly 40% before any symptom appears. A quick check costs nothing. Pull a small sample. Healthy coolant is bright and clear. Brown, rusty, or full of particles coolant means your system is already degrading components it was designed to protect. Replace coolant every 20,000 miles, regardless of what the manual claims. Before refilling, inspect around the water pump, radiator connections, and hose clamps for any dried residue. An early leak costs $30 to fix. The same leak ignored for another season warps a cylinder head and costs $3,000. The coolant itself costs $15. The head gasket failure it prevents costs more than most riders paid for their first bike. The engine and cooling system are the most expensive systems on the bike. But the component that kills more motorcycles through neglect than either of them costs $80 to replace and sits right where you can see it every time you ride. The chain and sprocket system is the most direct mechanical link between your engine and your rear wheel. It is also the most neglected maintenance item across the entire riding population. A dry, stretched chain does not just wear faster. It transfers load incorrectly through every sprocket tooth on every revolution, accelerating wear on components that are expensive and time-consuming to replace. In extreme cases, it fails completely at speed. Clean and lubricate your chain every 300 to 400 miles of road riding. More frequently after rain. Inspect tension every 600 miles and adjust to the specification in your service manual. A chain running outside the correct tension is working against the geometry it was designed to operate in. Replace the chain and both sprockets together as a set. Fitting a new chain on worn sprockets accelerates wear on the new chain from the first mile. A complete chain set costs between $80 and $150. A neglected chain can pull the gearbox output shaft seal with it when it ultimately fails, turning an $80 consumable into a $400 gearbox repair. Mechanical wear kills engines slowly. There is one failure mode that can destroy your braking system instantly at the moment you need it most, and almost nobody knows it is building inside the reservoir right now. Brake fluid is hygroscopic. It absorbs moisture from the air continuously through the reservoir cap and caliper seals every single day the bike exists. Within 2 years, moisture content reaches a level that drops the fluid's boiling point by nearly half. When fluid boils under hard braking, you lose pedal pressure and braking force simultaneously, not gradually. That is not a sensation you want to discover for the first time at a junction. Flush your brake fluid every 2 years, regardless of mileage. The procedure costs $20 in fluid and 30 minutes of your Saturday morning. It protects your ABS pump, keeps lever feel sharp and consistent, and eliminates one of the most predictable and entirely preventable failure modes in motorcycling. An ABS pump failure from contaminated fluid costs over $1,000. Everything so far protects systems you can feel changing. The next killer is invisible, right up until the moment significant and expensive damage has already occurred. Valve clearances are the single most ignored major service item on modern motorcycles. A valve running too tight does not announce itself. It runs progressively hotter, fails to seat correctly, begins burning the valve face, and destroys a seat that costs several $100s to repair. No warning light, no obvious symptom, just accumulating damage on a timeline the manufacturer already knows. Most manufacturers specify valve clearance checks every 15,000 to 24,000 miles. Most riders exceed that interval by a factor of 2 or 3 and discover the consequences when the engine loses compression unevenly and refuses to run cleanly under load at highway speeds. Book the check on schedule with a competent independent mechanic. If the clearances are within specification, the check costs nothing beyond labor. If they are out of tolerance and you caught it early, the adjustment is minor. If you ignored it for 50,000 miles, you are facing a top-end rebuild that costs more than the bike is worth on the used market. Internal engine protection covers most of the mechanical failure risk. But there is an electrical failure mode destroying motorcycle reliability that no amount of correct oil or valve clearance maintenance will prevent. A motorcycle battery failing is never just a battery problem. A weak battery not delivering correct voltage causes the charging system to work harder, stresses the rectifier regulator, and produces voltage fluctuations that corrupt the ECU adaptive values and trigger cascading false warning lights across multiple systems simultaneously. Check battery terminal condition and tightness every oil change. Clean any oxidation with a wire brush. Apply dielectric grease to both terminals. Connect a maintenance charger for any storage period beyond 2 weeks. A battery discharged to zero even once loses a measurable percentage of its total capacity permanently. A quality AGM motorcycle battery costs between $80 and $150. A rectifier regulator failure caused by a failing battery working the charging system beyond its design parameters costs $300 to $600. The battery you maintain lasts 4 to 6 years. The battery you neglect lasts 18 months, and it often takes other components worth 10 times its replacement cost with it. All of these killers work on timelines measured in thousands of miles. The last one works on a timeline measured in seconds, and it operates on every single ride. Every mechanical failure on a motorcycle that is caught early costs a fraction of the same failure caught late. A weeping fork seal noticed on a Monday morning costs $60 and an afternoon. The same seal ignored for 2 months scores the fork tube and turns a $60 repair into a $400 one. A loose chain adjuster bolt noticed before a ride costs 5 minutes. The same bolt that works free at highway speed costs considerably more. 30 seconds before every ride. Walk around the bike, glance at the tires for unusual wear or objects embedded in the tread. Check the chain by sight. Look at the ground under the bike for any fluid that was not there yesterday. Listen to the first few seconds of idle for anything that does not sound right. This habit costs 30 seconds. It requires no tools, no appointments, and no money. It is the single most reliable early warning system available to any rider. The motorcycles that reach 300,000 miles are not luckier than the ones that die at 50,000. They are owned by riders who caught every developing problem before it became an expensive one. That is the entire difference. And it starts with 30 seconds before you ever leave the driveway. Follow these habits, ignore the service intervals written for warranty departments rather than engines, and your motorcycle will outlast every prediction the manufacturer built into its design. If this saved your engine, subscribe, drop a like, and tell me in the comments, what is your current mileage and which of these killers have you been ignoring?